today.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the yard pass there to the 21. Here's McCoy. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now McCoy. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. McCoy. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. McCoy. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Off play action. McCoy. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And McCoy loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Off the play fake. McCoy got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. McCoy's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Harris running straight ahead. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very... And that means 4th down. On 4th down, McCoy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Morgan going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Morgan off of play action. Completes it to Hardman. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
1st down, Morgan with it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dominique Robinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Morgan's throw here taken in by Knox. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. They got 29 yards that time.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 45 on 2nd down, McCoy, he's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Morgan sets up to throw on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. 5-yard touchdown.
And the Oilers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Morgan looks to throw it.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Houston set to take over. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Looking to throw. McCoy. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 29, Morgan. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out comes Houston. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McCoy. It's complete to Brown, right side. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. McCoy looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. McCoy. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down on the other side of mid. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCoy gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Finding Knox there, complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Morgan. Oh, nice move. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Morgan. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Morgan. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. McPherson's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
6 yards left on second down. Up the middle they go with Adams. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Morgan. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The pick six, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go now. 19,000.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Able to slither by. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down at 7.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Morgan.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. McCoy. Throw left side complete. That's Allen.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught by Brown. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Looking to throw. McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, McCoy. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, McCoy. Thomas has got it, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
On 1st down, McCoy over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on 1st down. McCoy over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Back to throw. McCoy. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Oilers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action with Morgan. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again. McCoy got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard. Up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's McCoy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd and 9, McCoy. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long, McCoy. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Devon Hamilton, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
After the sack on 1st down, Morgan over the middle. He finds Higgins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On the give, this is Harris. And some space here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now McCoy. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Oilers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no lane points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Morgan. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2nd and 9. A run up the middle. Adams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Set to throw is Morgan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Morgan to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. McCoy over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. McCoy.
He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McCoy. Touchdown!
Josh Palmer.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Oilers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals getting set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's Morgan on 1st down.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Morgan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Morgan now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.